Evening, everybody. Start with Paul Brown, please.
Hi, Mikel. You seem particularly angry with the VAR recall on the penalty. Could you just give us your thoughts on that, please?
Well, obviously it's because this is building up, and sometimes enough is enough. And today, to be fair, I had enough.
Just because you've had these decisions before, you've had enough of them. That's what you mean?
Because we have many of them that no one explains. When they explain them, they say sorry. Yeah, it was a mistake. But unfortunately, it's affecting a lot of people, and it affects our job, and most importantly, our football club.
Would you like someone to come and tell you that they're sorry tonight?
Yeah, but what they do is behind the telephone.
Thank you.
Mark Mann-Bryans.
Oh, Miguel, just with the VAR stuff, is it even more frustrating when it's almost one goes against you there and then one seems to go for Everton at the other end?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Obviously, you had a decision go against you, and then Everton had an offside for that, which could have seen the goal ruled out, and they looked almost identical, but one is offside and one is onside.
That's why I cannot understand it. And I've seen it. I've been in football long enough, and I watch it 10 times. And still, even if I want to find it, I cannot find it.
Can you put the defeat down at all tonight to the protest or to anything that's happened in the week? Or is
No. We knew that that was happening. We knew that our fans wanted to express their feelings, and we made the preparations with that in mind. And that's not an excuse. We lost the game because at the end, when we had to define the game in the crucial moments, when we had the openings or the chances, not clear chances that we wanted, we didn't do that. Then we conceded an own goal, and obviously when we earned the right to score with the decisions, that was taken away.
You've taken 1 point from 2 home games. Is Thursday night now more make or break than you were hoping it would be?
We knew that that was going to be the crucial moment of our season. To explain how we lost 5 points with the way that we had performed in those 2 games and what the opponent had earned is pretty incredible to describe. I gave you a few arguments, but we need to find more.
And I know you always say it's mathematically possible for you to get to Europe, so you have to keep fighting. But that is becoming a smaller and smaller chance now.
This is becoming very difficult mathematically to achieve that now.
Thanks, Mikel.
JD from Sky.
Mikel, this would be the first chance that the fans have had to hear from you. I heard you say that you prepared for the protest tonight, which was well documented both on social media and throughout. Just how do the fans rebuild that trust with the board as it was such a prominent feature in tonight's build-up?
Well, I think it's a relationship that has to come together from both parties. Some probably giving some opportunities, and the other ones showing that they want to be closer to them. I talk about what my experience is and the relationship that I have with them and how involved they are. And now my biggest challenge as well is get them in the stadium as quick as possible, inside the stadium, and show that passion and that together and unity with the team, because the team is desperate for them to be closer to us.
My final question for you tonight is just around the goalkeeping position. Obviously, Matt got an opportunity in the previous game. This one, in terms of the mistake tonight from Bernd, have you had the conversation with Bernd at all in regarding the mistake and in terms of where his confidence in his mind is?
No, I think we have 2 really good goalkeepers. Matt got a chance because he deserved it. I said before the game that he's been training really, really well. And Ben is our number 1 keeper, and he's been doing well, and errors are part of football.
Thank you very much, Mikel.
Thank you.
James Ollie.
Hi, Mikel. Just one question from me. You got the players here into the stadium early today. Did you keep them away from the protest, or did you let them see it?
No, we got inside the stadium. Obviously, they know what is happening. They are all connected to social media, and they have access to the information. We let them know the reasons why they were going to be outside, and we just tried to do it the right way to affect the less as possible the preparation for the team.
But do you know if they actually saw it were they in the part of the stadium where they could physically see it or not?
I don't know. They were upstairs. I was downstairs, so I don't know.
Thank you.
Simon Collins.
Hi, Mikel. Just on VAR, would you be for it being stopped being used in the Premier League, or at the very least having a conversation about stopping using it in the Premier League?
I really like that we can make use of the technology. It's just we need consistency, clarity, and we want to see the faces and responses. So we are always here in front of the media trying to explain the reasons why we do something, why we do the other thing. And I think that has to be clear and explained.
So would that be maybe referees doing what you're doing here and explaining to the media a decision made?
Yeah, and how they have made the decision. If they want a whistle next to us and they can referee the game, or what the situation is going to be like.
Thanks, Mikel.
Last couple, Nick Callow.
Even Mikel, I totally understand your complaints about VAR and mistakes and so on, but surely, and I know you've discussed it a bit, the biggest mistake was Bernd Leno's mistake for the goal. Are you worried about his confidence going into the Europa League match?
I said that we lost the game for different reasons. One, for things that we can do better and we should do better, and the ones that we cannot control. So again, that error, I make many mistakes, and everybody that is involved in any sport will make mistakes, and it's part of it, unfortunately.
And just a final one on the so-called protest. I mean, I was out there covering it. There was a lot of people singing and chanting against the Quonkies for ESL and other things about their ownership, but they were also really singing for the team and the club. So you've still got a very passionate fan base out there despite everything that's happened.
I know, I live them. I feel them in the stadium as a player and as a manager only, I think, for a month and a half or two. That's why I said to you guys that I am desperate to have them back, because we really need them. This team really needs them. We have a really young team that has to experience the emotion and the security and the trust that brings when you feel your people really behind you. And that's something that you have to experience to understand the difference that it makes, rather than playing at home with none of them.
Yeah, the players look like they really need a lift tonight, I must say.
Yeah, they do, because they put a huge effort tonight again, being the better team on the pitch, like they were again against Fulham. And we got 1 point from 6. So that's, as well, psychologically, a difficult one to digest.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for your time. Cheers.
Thanks to you guys.
Sam, last one. Just one last one. Sam.
Okay, sorry, just a quick one. We heard the fireworks, we could hear the fans, we could hear the helicopters overhead. I know it didn't affect the performance, but do you think it affected the mood of the match? I mean, for example, you looked extremely agitated for lots of the game on the touchline, more than usual to my eyes.
Well, I got, because obviously enough is enough, and this is building up for some games that have cost us a lot of points during the season, and it could have been very, very different. Not the consequences on the game, but the consequences got for future games. And I never talk about it, but at the end I have to defend my club and our interest. And today I said that it's enough.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you.